Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about my Desire series, guys. And we're talking about a very interesting episode that is about to come up in my Desire series pretty very soon. Mahima is at it again. So, without wasting more time, let's dive straight into the video to find out what Mahima is up to again this time around in our favorite Starlife series, My Desire. But before I continue into the video, lovelies, please don't forget, guys, that this is still UG Updates. In case you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, lovelies, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright guys, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Karan telling Kashvi that his dad is lost and asks her to tell police uncle. Karan runs to Arjun, calling him dad, and hugs him, asking the inspector not to beat him. Kashvi is shocked. The few hours back before the event was Arjun coming to Kashvi's cabin and the officer asked him to give his phone for checking. Kashvi says they have checked my phone also, let them check. So Pion brings Arjun's bag, while Arjun says it has just laptop and files. The officer says they have to check her bag also. So they check and then insist on checking her box. Kashvi says it is someone's gift and asks, will you check too? And Adi says it is a protocol. They are doing their work. Don't be hyper and ask her to calm down. Mahima is smiling and says Kashvi will be insulted due to my plan. She recalls keeping money in the box and says it is very precious for her, but what she is going to do is more precious. She says once the officers find the money with you, you will be humiliated and will lose your job. This gift will come to you very soon. So the flashback ends. Mahima smiles happily as the officer opens the box. So he tells the other guy that the box is empty. Kashvi thinks Karan said that his mama sent gifts for me. So Mahima thinks, where did the money go? The officer then tells that everything is checked here and tells that Arjun's locker needs to be checked now. Arjun says you are wasting your time as I keep my stuff at home. And Adi says, what is your problem? Kashvi asks Arjun to let them search and says they will not do anything. Mahima then says why my plan failed and why Arjun is nervous about his locker. They go to the locker room, then the officer asks Arjun to open his locker. Arjun opens it and says just my stuff is here. The officer says we will check ourselves and checks his locker to find the cash. Kashvi gets shocked. Mahima gets shocked to see her plan backfiring and thinks how can her plan fail. Kashvi should got trapped but Arjun got trapped. She thinks to leave from there. Then Kashvi asks Arjun whose money is this. He swears that it is not his money. So Adi asks him not to lie. Arjun thinks it is from her gift box and recalls colliding with Kashvi and the box opening up and he finding money in it. Kashvi doesn't see it as the Adi calls her, so Arjun takes the money in his bag, thinking someone wants to trap Kashvi. Kashvi ends the call and turns to him. Then Arjun gives her the box and asks who gave it, and then Kashvi says she will talk later, and then the flashback ended. Kashvi asks Arjun from where the money came and says she believed him. Adi then says everything is clear now, I don't trust him. Kashvi says I'm sure that Arjun can't do this and someone wants to frame him. She asks Arjun to say and says he is silent as there is something which he couldn't share. Arjun thinks he thought right, this money would have trapped her. Kashvi then says we can't accuse Arjun this way. Adi says this is the proof and that's why we have to arrest him. He asks the officers to arrest him and then Kashvi asks Arjun to say. They arrest Arjun and takes her from there. Then Romila comes to Mahima and asks what happened. Mahima then tells everything and says now Arjun will lose his job and says why I will live with useless Arjun. She says you said that I can earn crores using this job and says now he will be jailed and tells that she will not stay with him and will leave him. Romila asks her to calm down and acts as if she didn't know anything. She says Arjun will not open his mouth as he loves Kashvi and asks her to see how the things go. The inspector interrogates Arjun and asks him to tell from where the money came in his locker. He asks if he is involved in the cough syrup scam. Arjun repeatedly tells that he didn't know from where the money came in his locker. So the inspector throws water on his face and asks him to say the truth, else he has to call his family to make him speak up. The other inspector says we have to increase our degree, 3rd degree. Mahima acts to cry and tells that it is late and Arjun didn't come till now. Jagdish says he must be in his office. So Mahima says he always informs me and tells that she is getting bad thoughts. Romila also adds and says Mahima is overthinking. So Mickey and Monty comes there and says Arjun is not in his office and nobody is telling anything. Mahima asks to cry again. Then Karan hears and says he will go and search for his dad. Kashvi comes to the PS and asks where is Arjun. Adi says the police is interrogating him, but he is stubborn and not cooperating, but will confess the truth soon and can't withstand in front of the law. Kashvi asks what do you mean and asks if he is getting tortured. She says he is not a criminal. So Adi says this is the only way out. She says he is saying the truth that money was not his. Adi asks why are you supporting a criminal and reminds that he is a cheater and cheated her. He says he doesn't hope this from her. Then Kashvi asks him to hope this from her. She tells that he is talking about his personal life and tells that he has worked hard for this job. She says he succeeded after 5 years and that's why he values his job. So she says don't support him if you want, but I am with him and will support him. Aditya asks why, just because he is your ex-husband. Then Kashvi says just because he is my colleague. He respects his job and doesn't think about himself or his family for the job, and her heart feels that he is innocent. She tells that she will support him and will get the lawyer for him. So she says I don't need proof to believe him. Aditya then says I can understand that you love him and can't believe that Arjun can cheat you professionally. So he says I can't see you broken and says I will find out the truth and then you will thank me, and says once a cheater is always a cheater. Karan comes to the PS and then Kashvi sees him and asks why are you crying. Karan says my dad is lost and my mama is crying a lot and he can't see her crying. He asks her to help him tell the police uncle. Kashvi then says okay and takes him inside. She asks the constables to write the report and asks Karan to tell his dad's name. Guys, it's quite an interesting episode. Mahima has plotted again, but the plan keeps on backfiring back to her. What do you think about the episode? What do you think about this particular act? Please drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that it's still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please and please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, lovelies, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright guys, that'll be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys and I'll see you guys on my next video.